Hello everyone, Silent here. Welcome back to another updated aquatic tutorial. Today I'll be showing you how to build a very simple, cheap, and effective zombie and skeleton farm for any platform of Minecraft, Java, Bedrock, or console. And the reason why I'm making this video is because 1.13 actually changed the water mechanics so that undead mobs no longer float in water. As you can see here, our skeleton and our now drowned zombie do not float in this water here. So we need to change up the farm a little bit, modify it slightly, but the modification actually makes the farm about 10 times easier and 10 times quicker to build. So it's really, honestly, a pretty great thing. However, it is slightly more expensive because you need one piece of soul sand, but getting to the nether just requires a couple of buckets, so that's not really too big of a deal either. Anyway, let's just hop right into the tutorial. So the first step of this project is going to be securing your spawner. So go ahead and kill off all the mobs in the room and, just block off all entrances and exits and also light up this thing. As you can see here, we just have four torches on the spawner and 4 torches on the walls, 1 on each wall, and that prevents all spawns from the spawner in here. So that makes it really safe for you to build the rest of the farm. Now after that, you're going to want to go ahead and mine out a bunch of room around the spawner. You want to make a 9 wide by 9 long by 5 tall room, and you want to have your spawner right in the center of that. So as you can see, we got some markers on the floor and walls for you to be able to count. 2 blocks below the spawner, 2 blocks above the spawner, and 4 blocks to each side of the spawner on every side of it. And that is pretty much as simple as that. Now before we move on any further, the materials list for this build will be down in the description for you guys to use if you feel so inclined. Alright, so now we can actually start building the farm. Go ahead and place a slab right on top of the spawner there, and then you're going to need to make a slight decision, and that is where your killing chamber is going to be. So our kill chamber for our skeletons or zombies is going to be right over there in that area behind that wall. Yours can be wherever you want, just make sure that you orientate yourself correctly. So now dig down right directly beneath your spawner by 3 blocks and towards your kill chamber by 3 blocks as well. You want a 2x1 gap right there. Go ahead and place a couple of signs right there, and then shift or crouch and place another sign right there so that it's standing right on top of that one. Now go ahead and drop it down here. The ceiling right here should be the floor of this room, and you want to dig this way from directly underneath your spawner by 7 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So on the 7th block right here is where your water elevators for your zombies and skeletons is going to be going, so make sure you mark that out. Now dig 2 blocks to the left of this block and go ahead and place another marker block right there. And that can be anything that you like, cobblestone, or just something that you know when you're mining down from above when to stop. So now what you want to do is have your back to the spawner, so face this way, and you want to pillar up by 19 blocks. So just keep on pillaring up all the way to the top and clearing out all the blocks in this area, making sure that all these walls are in place, all these have solid blocks. Now dig 2 blocks to the left and dig all the way down until you hit your marker block, and that is going to be pretty much your entire elevator done. Now that might be kind of hard to visualize because all of this is going to be underground, so let me go ahead and make this a lot easier to understand. Alright, so that torch right there is where the water elevator is going to be going up. That's going to go up by 19 blocks, go over by 2 blocks, and then drop all the way down to where your marker block is. And this is where you will be smacking all of your skeletons and zombies, getting all the fancy experience and wonderful drops from them. You can just go ahead and set up a simple hopper and chest storage system, or you can make. So now we're going to work on the water elevator. This is ultra simple. Just go ahead and place a couple signs right here, and then you're going to want to go ahead and get yourself either some ice and pillar up of 19 ice blocks. When you break those ice blocks without silk touch, it's going to create a water source, which is extremely convenient. Or you can go ahead and get yourself an infinite water source and just a bunch of buckets and basically just, fill up every single spot here with a water source. Every single one of these spots needs to be a water source, or otherwise it will not function. Once you get up to the top here, go ahead and place a sign on the side over here so that water doesn't flow all the way down into your kill chamber, and go ahead and place one last water source. That's going to push you off. So once you have your bubble column and water elevator in place, you need to go ahead and place in all the water sources in your spawn room. You need one water source in every corner and also a water source down here to push your mobs into your bubble column. Now it is time for the funnest part of this build, and that is removing all the torches in this room and running away from all the mobs that spawn. So just go ahead and remove all the torches on the spawner and on the walls as well, and then run away because these guys are kind of mean. And now you have yourself a fully functioning skeleton farm. They'll be constantly falling into your kill chamber where you can one-hit kill them. And you know, this is Minecraft. There are infinite modifications that you can make to this farm. This is basically the bare minimum of a farm that you can really have. You can put a softener down here to automatically kill them or get them down to one hit using lava. You can extend this to avoid a max entity cramming so that you can have hundreds of skeletons in here at a time, or you can make this bubble column higher or lower, up to 23 blocks tall if you want to one hit kill them with your fist, or just a couple blocks tall if you you know, have a Smite 5 diamond sword. Now the final note is that there is one small flaw with this farm, and that is that there will usually always be one mob sitting right here because it's waiting for the next one to come along and push him into the elevator. That is not too big of a deal because mob spawners spawn mobs in sets of 2, 3, or 4, so there's usually always another guy coming along to push him right into the elevator. Anyway, that is going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you ever so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like if you did enjoy. Maybe subscribe to the channel if you guys are new here. And on the end screens right now, there are links to my Java edition / console edition tutorials playlist, and also my Bedrock edition tutorials playlist, where I have a lot of different and useful builds for your world. So be sure to check those out if you guys need any other builds or farms or really anything at all. I have quite a few tutorials on this channel. Anyway, like I said, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you down in the comment section and in the next video. And then there was silence.